Hey guys, sorry for not making a video in a long time. 1, I've been busy with school. 2, I haven't been motivated to solve any cubes. 3, I have ran out of video ideas, but thankfully, after reading Jay's recent emails and articles about how to get fast at cubing, I decided to make example solves because he thinks that example solves are the most important thing to do when getting faster, and I agree with that. When I was starting out, I watched a lot of example solves, and they helped me learn a lot of new things. So if you guys haven't already, make sure to go back and watch all of my past example solves. I'll do this one one-handed because why not? Uh, yeah. Also, my voice is kind of screwed up because I've been sick and I can't breathe or talk properly. But first scramble, this is kind of weird because these are in a weird position. These are stuck together. Orange yellow is also the same way. Like this is stuck on the bottom, and then this is weird in the back. So we're gonna do orange white. We see this is solved. This is right here. This can pair with an R2. So if you do R2 R wide, those will be in the back. Tracking the other pair, R2 R wide puts this here, and then that's easy for the F2 insertion from here. Tracking this one, R2 R wide, it's gonna be back here, and then R is gonna be solved actually, so that's perfect. So R2 R wide D. This with that. R U prime, and now I'd be looking around and I see this pair. So what I can do now is kind of, how would I solve this? I'd probably take it out like this and do something like this. Now for this pair, I've started doing something different. I used to put it in the back and do an M prime, but this actually saves a move or two. Once again. So you from here, you go like that. And for this CMLL, I got an EO skip, but I don't really feel like preserving it right now, so I'm just going to do that. EOLR, I know I have to put this over here. There's the EOLR. Now I'm looking at this, blue, the other one green. Okay, so it's either U2 or M2. I see that this is going to be white on top, so those are going to match, so it's U2, like that. All right, second scramble I think is pretty obvious. This is solved. We can solve it with that like this, and then that doesn't move this pair, so it's just UB2 technically, but we don't do B2 in OH, we do 4 moves instead of 2, because that's the way it works. We do R prime, U prime, R wide, back prime, and that'll move this here, and then after that I can do another U prime to move it back here, so I can solve it. So I'll show you that. Damn it. I'll show you that now, so like that, solve that pair, these two in the back. Now I'm tracking this, so I know orange, blue is there, but instead of solving that, I'm going to solve this. So I'm going to go like that. And I paid attention to this, remembering it was orange, so that when I bring it back down, they can pair like that. And while doing that, I saw this was red, so I knew right away that I have this alg. Here I can do EOLR, so I can actually do EOLR directly. If I see red there, I know for this case I have to solve it into the opposite color. So if I do a U prime M2, now it'll solve directly. Green, blue is M2, or U2. In this case it was U2 and I was wrong. Okay, third scramble is pretty interesting. We're doing the same block, red, white, we have more pairs. So typically what people would try to do here is like pair this here and then sort this out, which isn't that bad because you can do RU stuff on the side into a D2. I think that's decent because you can also pair this. I'll show the 2 ways of doing it actually. So you can either do this and then solve this. I think it was like this. Yeah, okay. Or the other way you can do, which is what I figured out, is this into that, which is what I probably would have done just because it's cool and it puts this on the top, I guess. I don't know. I think it was a few less moves, but yeah. So then I would see this first, and I don't really have a great way of solving these, but I guess I would just do something like that. Then I have this with that. Here we see we have this CMLL. Through that we can do these two. Misoriented EOLR into U prime M2 and 4C. Okay, fourth scramble, we have more free pairs and stuff, but I guess the solution for this is a bit less obvious. So I'm going to solve this with a d prime, and then the other pair is pretty close to being solved too. So if I do d prime u prime, this pair is going to be here, this is going to be there, this is going to be here, but the problem is if I solve something, I'm going to break something else. So I'm going to counteract that issue by doing ru prime r wide prime, which will put this down here while pairing these two up here, and you'll see what's happening after that. But this is basically going to end up here and come up here, so we'll keep track of that. So d prime, this with this, u prime, these two, and then I'm going to move this out of the way so the f move to solve these doesn't mess it up, and then this is going to go back there, and then b prime, I'm looking around, I think these two are my pairs, good. So now I'm going to solve this one first because it's easier. Here I see this pair, very ZZ CFOP like there. Peek at this side, okay, I have diag, I mean not diag, but like the X thing. I know this flips these two, so I'm probably going to have the opposite thing, which is a good EOLR. I didn't get what I wanted, or what I expected, but still it's close, like one permutation away, and it's just as easy. I can just go like this, and now I have good arrow. Green, green means M prime. I think this is the last scramble. We have orange, white again. This pair is a move away, but that obviously breaks this. So I'm going to do it from here, but I'm going to do it in a way to set up this pair to a 2-mover. This is a really ugly case, but I think I can figure it out. So if I do R2U, these two are going to be paired right here. This is going to be there. So if I swing this around here with an R2, while putting that there, it'll be 2 moves away. And tracking this here is kind of weird, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be here the whole time. So I'll show that. So I'll solve these two, but do a U like this to place that there. And I'll do an extra R to bring this to the front, so that when I put the back move to put that, we have this orange with this blue in the front. And I remembered that this was back here, so I can immediately, sorry, do a U2 and pair these up, and I see the other pair is actually going to solve. And I got this CMLL, recently learned a new alg for this, so all of you should check this out. F, sexy, back sexy, F prime, then solve it. LSC is kind of boring here. Yeah.